Patrick Bet-David, who's an NBA fan, is talking to Scottie Pippen and says, look, I don't like the direction that the NBA is going in. The players seem to thumb their nose at the NBA fans. We all know this. We all know this. They have zero respect and regard. Hence the reason, look, it is to the point where they tell you, if you're an NBA fan, you didn't play in the NBA, you don't even deserve to have an opinion. Imagine the people that are the reason that you make millions and millions of dollars that allowed the league to now sign a $77 billion deal by going to the games, paying for paraphernalia and merchandise and all of that, watching the games on TV. They're not allowed to have an opinion. You're just supposed to sit there, shut up, and enjoy it. Imagine walking to a restaurant and you're like, they bring you a meal, like, but I don't like it, and the chef walks out. You are not qualified to be talking about what's a good meal and not a good meal. The only people I listen to are my fellow chefs. And if you're not a chef, you don't have the right to. And it's like, yo, bro, I know you a chef, but this here don't taste good. And the product that we're looking at don't look good. You can talk all of that nonsense about how you did this and did that. At the end of the day, since I'm paying, I got a right to speak. Hell, I may have a bigger right to speak than your ass. Where am I going to? They're talking about this, and they're talking about the weakness in the league. And then Scottie Pippen starts talking about players that get NBA fans thrown out of the games, that are soft for getting fans. And I'm like, who does this? None other than LeBron James, the king of sensitive. So what we want to do is want to play exactly what Scottie Pippen had to say about these NBA players that are so soft and sensitive that get NBA fans thrown out of the game, out of NBA games. Take a listen to what Scottie Pippen had to say here.
Yeah, well, it's truly a different game. The players are a lot more sensitive in a sense that they don't want any reaction with the fans. They don't want the fans having any type of camaraderie with them at all. They always feel that fans are a threat, and they have sort of, to me, they have separated themselves. It's the players and it's the fans. And if you say something to me, it better be nice, or I'm going to have you removed from the arena.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's bad. I think it's bad that players cannot take criticism. I used to love going in the stands and having people call me out of my name.
Yeah, didn't you call out, what's his name, when you dunked on Ewing and you shoved him, and who was on the sideline?
Spike.
Spike, yeah.
Yeah, so I embrace the fans being a part of, getting at me, trying to aggravate me. Now, I don't see that, I don't see how you
Whose fault is that? Is that Adam Silver that accepts it? Because that comes from the top. Like, kids can cry and say anything, but father and mother can say, no, toughen up.
I can't say where that come from, but I can say that the game misses that. They miss that irritating fan. They miss that heckler that was irritating you and caused you to miss your free throws.
Yeah.
Those are things that, were a part of the game when I played.
But by the way, just out of curiosity, who were some of the toughest guys? Like, remember that one time Vernon Maxwell and Vernon ran up to the 16th row of that one game? I don't know if you remember that or not. Do you remember that?
I don't remember Vernon, but Vernon was one of the toughest guys. He's a very close friend of mine, and yeah, he was a tough guy. But I mean, there was a lot of guys played in the league, and that
I'm talking like street tough, like tough.
Yeah, I mean, but street tough can't go up in the stands. You know what I'm saying? We still have to be professional.
I fully agree.
But there are guys who've gotten out of order and out of hand, but the commissioner has always been able to take care of that and keep things in order. But I think now the fans are so afraid that they can't even call a player out in any bad way that
stop it
is looked at as a threat.
I say it comes from LeBron down to the league. I know you can't say that. It's not something that you're going to be seen as an analyst, and Barkley will say it. Some of these guys will say it, but I think it comes from the top down.
So you heard what Scottie Pippen had to say. Talking about these players are sensitive. They're soft. They can't even take criticism. He's describing the modern day man. He is describing the modern day man. That's what he says. And the saddest part about what he's saying is that you got older dudes in their late 30s, early 40s, 50s that refuse to grow up and be men. So therefore they defend this stupid nonsense. And they try to make excuses for it. No, man, let these young live. Let them live. Let the young boys live. It's like, yo, son, you're 45. Go get over it.